I'm going to do a video on the EV charging. This Ford Mustang Mach-E, brand new. Start right here. Anytime that you want to just quickly stop this thing from charging, this is like an unlock button. Other words, it's an absolutely useless feature along with a lot of other garbage that's on this car, sensors and plasticky stuff like this garbage here you're gonna have to touch many times a day. Look, these things are made out of 3D printer gumball machine quality. This is the same kind of shit your children's toys are made out of. It's as absolute garbage as can be, and this is like a $50,000-$60,000 vehicle. Look, this is just gonna fall off any day. This is a brand new car. I put the first 300 miles on it. So you go up to one of these machines and you basically download this app, and then when you download the app, it will kind of show you where you are, or you press a I'm looking for where I'm at type thing, and it'll ask you what machine you're at. I'm at a Safeway, so it shows the address Safeway, and so I click on that, and then it says, well, where are you parked, what machine? So these machines are like, you have two pumps on each side. There's a handle on this side and there's a handle on this side for different types of cars or different types of charging. These charging stations all provide different qualities of power. Some is fast, some is slow, some is medium. I believe things like this are for certain types of cars like Nissan Leaf and hybrids, and this is for your traditional car charging. I'm paying 40 to 50 cents a minute or a kilowatt or some worthless thing. Basically, you're paying $2 or $3 a gallon of gas still. That, I don't know how else anybody else wants to do bad math and lie to you. You're still buying gas, you're not saving any money, and you're spending 5-10 times more money. This costs you 5-10 times more money. This is not free. This is your money. This is set up to my credit card. They probably took $50 to $100 out every single time I charge this, and then they prorate it back to whatever they decide that they're going to charge you. So you have this evolving balance. So again, this is like in rich people's world, it's not a problem. I have a lot of credit cards and money, so for me, it's not a problem. You just, let them take whatever they want, give it back whenever you want, because you don't need the money. But if you've ever had to, get 20 bucks to put in your gas tank for the week, then this ain't ever gonna work for you. You're definitely not saving $20, because you're gonna be sitting at this parking lot that you are lucky enough to find and figure out how to work one of these things and you're gonna be sitting here for hours. Okay, now look, I wish I could have started the video earlier to show you that you couldn't even get into this place, right? Because, some idiot parks right here, which then means you can't park right there, which is the gas station, basically. These things are both open. The chances of that are almost none, unless it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And, the chances of you getting murdered, raped, pillaged, robbed in a parking lot are kind of good. A lot of people in 2024 don't like to interact with this such a society, especially just standing outside where they can be approached by every single scummy, dirty, homeless zombie that I'm not going to videotape that's around me right now. There are absolute naked people. I just saw a person's anatomy, okay, to put it politely. I'm at a Safeway in the middle of the afternoon. Okay, you don't want to experience what I could have just showed you on videotape, surrounded by human feces and all sorts of stuff. I'm in California. It's nasty. And this is what you're going to want to do for 2 hours in the middle of the rain or in the middle of the winter or in the middle of the night, whatever. And that 2 hours is not an exaggeration. I have a brand new car. I put the first 300 miles on it. You think that your old 5-10-year-old Tesla or whatever garbage mobile electric thing that started out a few years ago is going to charge that well? No, not at all. You're going to be sitting at a charger for hours and hours and hours. You say you got nothing better to do? Well, I work for a living. It's noon. I'm not at work, but I am getting lunch. So, of course you can figure out errands. You can go to the bathroom. Did you have to go to the bathroom right now? Maybe you could force yourself. Were you hungry? Maybe you could force yourself to eat. Did you want to make a long, boring phone call? Maybe you could force yourself to do that. But the reality is Nobody has an extra 2 hours, 4 hours in their day. And people that work for a living and that are successful, that can just go buy a brand new Ford Mustang, okay? People that are successful, that work for a living, that can afford brand new cars. No, not me. But yes, this is mine. But there you go. You get my sarcastic point. If you're not me, you're not me. And you're not going to be able to afford to be me. I don't even remember my point past that. So don't be this sucker. Don't buy this garbage. Your time is worth money, and you have to be at work. And even if you're retired, you can buy these things and you can put them to the side because it's just a toy that you have nothing better to do. You go park it. This takes 8 days to charge. 8 days to charge at your home, and this will take about 2 hours to charge just 30%. And so to give you a breakdown, an average full charge might take a minimum of 2 hours for this brand new car. At the most expensive charger, with the most expensive price, because the price fluctuates throughout the day, and they fluctuate per charger, and price fluctuates which type of charger. And you're going to spend about, let's say $40 to charge this fully. You're going to spend 2 hours plus $40 of your time. Now, I don't give a heck what yuppie fantasy la yoga mat laying world you live in. That's $80 of my time, very minimum California law, minimum wage, let alone anybody who actually works for a living, who buys a brand new car. I'm just going to put it out there in reality land, makes $30 to $100 an hour. And this is just a toy we buy for our children. Okay, so if you only made $30 an hour, that's $60 for those 2 hours, and that's another $35 for that. So we're now at $95 fucking dollars. This garbage car cost me to drive down the street a couple 100 miles. I can't drive from 2 local cities that is an absolute daily commute for 99% of the workers in between 2 cities. You can't even do that commute every single day without putting 8 hours or 4 hours of your charge time. It is garbage. You're never going to use this for a car. I have a driving job. Do you know how absolutely worthless this is if you have a driving job and your job depends on you actually being able to drive this? And your fucking whole day is, I now have to spend here in a goddamn fucking parking lot? No. That's $50, $100. That's like I said, the minimum wage in your state. Do the math. You're retarded if you want to argue anybody with that. Go buy one. Go buy 5. Buy your kid 6. I don't care. Don't try and lobby against this shit. Don't try and tell me that this fucking only parking spot that you couldn't get in for 3, 4, 5 fucking hours is going to replace all of those fucking cars are going to pull into this parking spot. You're fucking stupid.